And welcome back to Gaylor Field for game number 2 of this double elimination game between the Athletics and the Eagles. The Athletics just won 5-0 over the Birds, and so now the Birds are facing elimination here. They will try to win to keep their season alive. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in. My name is Hunter Mancuso, back at you with another broadcast. The Eagles, they will be in home this game. They are still in red, of course. The Athletics, they are in away, and of course, still in blue. On the mound, the lefty, Braden Gore, will get things going. He threw 7 complete innings in his last appearance. I believe he only gave up 1 run in the process. Behind the plate will be Cohen Beyblade. Over at first, Peyton Witter, Hayden Griffith, and David Clark both getting the start up the middle once more. Gavin Housewright getting his first start today. He's over at third. Isaac Gear with Dylan Stensham and Brody Waller to round out 7, 8, 9. Andrew Lewis will be the DH today for the Eagles, and extra hitting will be Bryce Cowell. Bryce, another Bobcat that's coming over trying to help the Eagles win. So I will now turn off the camera. We'll be back to baseball out here at Gaylor Field. Getting things going for the Athletics, trying to go 2-0 in as many games. Ty Sowards, Danny Isbell, and Grayson Wright, 1, 2, and 3. First pitch from Gore finds the zone. It's 0-1. So a couple of aces being thrown from the Eagles here today. Sean Kingston just getting unlucky a few times. Braden Gore having multiple outings as a little inside-out swing from Sowards goes over to second. Hayden Griffith throws over. That's how we get things going here in game number 2. Danny Isbell coming up. Lefty had himself a knock or 2 in game number 1. Hoping for a close game here in game number 2. 5 runs separated the 2 scores as there's a floater out to second. The leaping grab by Hayden Griffith, and he robs Danny Isbell of a hit. 2 gone. The Eagles hoping that luck will turn to their side in game number 2, and so far it has. The same kind of soft contacts for the Athletics were getting through, resulting in, singles and maybe even an extra base hit. So far, 0 for 2 in softly hit balls. Grayson Wright looking to take charge in 1. Appreciate everybody tuning back in as the numbers start creeping up. Top of the first. The Athletics bidding for a spot in the championship. The Eagles trying to punch their way to game number 3 of this best of 3 series. The first game going maybe an hour and 45. That game was on its 9th gear as Grayson Wright unloads on one. High out to left. Isaac Gear with underneath it, and it's gone. And almost the same spot that Tyler Bennett homered in the game before. Grayson Wright goes yard to maybe the same inch. And just like that, the Athletics on the board. It's 1-0. Almost a 1-2-3 inning for Braden Gore. Instead, Grayson Wright getting underneath one just ever so enough. And he is around the bases, touches home, and the Athletics lead by 1. That's the kind of luck that I was talking about for the Athletics in game number 1. Tyler Bennett had a home run that bounced off the top of the wall and bounced back into play, ruling it a home run. That one from Grayson Wright did go over the fence right underneath the scoreboard. It might have gone an inch or maybe 2 inches, give or take, further than the ball that Tyler Bennett hit to the almost the exact same spot. That ball going just over the 345 sign and straightaway left center. You can maybe say it went 345 feet and 1/2 foot as Dickens Skies went out to right, sending Brody Waller back on it. He's at the track, he's at the wall, and it's a one-hopper off the base. Waller throwing it back in. A couple of extra base hits in a row for the Athletics, and they're making a pretty good attempt at a 2-out rally. Trying to make it 3 straight is a man who went 2 for 3 in the first game, an RBI in his first swing, and then a solo RBI in his second swing. Of course, that one went over the fence. Braden Gore and the Eagles playing to keep their season going. Already trailing 1 before even getting a chance to swing. First pitch to Bennett gets a big swing over the breaking ball. So 2 games, 2 home runs already. So far, my hypothesis is about to be complete across the whole season. Odd number of weeks results in an odd number of fly balls leaving the field. So now with 2 gone, Will Dickens will be on the move as soon as contact is made from Bennett. As he drills one high out the left. This one will not leave. It will be playable. Not playable for Isaac Yearwood. It gets down and gets to the wall. 3 straight extra base hits in a row. Tyler Bennett, 3 hits, 3 extra base hits, and 3 RBIs. It is now 2-0 Athletics. Tyler Bennett coming over from the BCA Bobcats and having himself a crazy solid Monday with the bat through only 4 ABs now today. 3 for 4 on this Monday for Bennett, an RBI on each swing. Carson Lane will get a chance. The Eagles will have to hope that their offense can carry them to what they hope will be a high-scoring affair, given the Athletics have already scored 2 before the first send. One. Back to the mound. Braden Gore can't field it. Hayden Griffith coming on in it. The glove flip. Oh, what a play from the second baseman. Nice work from the infielder to get the 3rd out of the inning. The Athletics scored 2 on a solo home run and an RBI double. Eagles will have to get their bats going if they want to continue their season. We're on the bottom of the first. The home team will bat trailing 2-0. The Eagles trailing by 2 in their first at bat. They will see Isaiah Whited to start the second game. Hayden Griffith will get things going. First pitch to the right. He gets a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Hayden Griffith, David Clark, and Brody Waller. Defensively for your Athletics, Isaiah White will pitch to Gavin DiBartolomeo behind the plate. He didn't play in Game 1, getting the start behind the dish in Game 2. Will Dickens still at first. Mason Alcorn getting a start at second. Grayson Wright and Tyler Bennett both getting the start at the left side of the infield once more. Danny Isbell, Ty Sowers, and Finn Piper also getting back-to-back starts. Griffith the opposite way in a shallow right. Finn Piper, the diving catch. Oh, but it's in and out of his glove. Almost a good play from the right fielder to rob Griffith of a hit. Instead, the leadoff man is aboard safely. That kind of luck right there is exactly what I was talking about, where things just seem to be going all the Athletics' way, and the Eagles couldn't catch a break through the first game, but look at that. Maybe tides are changing after a rough first inning for the Birds. David Clark up. Check over on Griffith. Almost picked off. Nice move from Whited. But he's just back ever so safely. Ever so slightly. Breaking ball over the head of David Clark. Added 2-1. David Clark will be followed up by Brody Waller and Peyton Witter. For the Athletics, we'll also see Carson Lane DHing once again. Amari Lethgo will be at the EH spot, coming off of a 5 shutout innings pitched in game number 1. Hayden Griffith getting real jumpy over off of first. Pre-firing the pitch a little bit. Probably would have gone had he timed it up a little better. Clark battling in his first at-bat in game number 2 at a 2-2 count. Another check over on Griffith and another close play. Whited and Dickens being real cautious of Griffith, being real jumpy over off of first. Two in the dirt. Good stop from DiBartolomeo, keeping Griffith at bay. Now we'll see a payoff pitch come in here with nobody out. White's payoff pitch popped up high on the infield, ranging back a couple steps is Mason Alcorn, trying to find it out of the sky, and he'll make a good catch backpedaling. David Clark retired for out number 1. Brody Waller looking for a big swing, and he will take a big hack, catch a small piece of it, and it's a foul ball for strike number 1. The Eagles need their bats to come alive. They need big swings. They need RBIs, extra base hits, already trailing 2. Another check over on Griffith. Another close play, but he's still back safely. The Eagles have to be smart on bases. Hayden Griffith cannot get picked off in a game where the Eagles know they're going to need every single thing to go their way. Waller fouling another one off, down 0-2. Whitehead still looking for out number 2. 2 to Waller, a breaking ball that gets a swing, sharply hit out to right, and it's off the base of the wall, gets away from Piper. Griffith going first to third. Waller will be held up on first. Solid knock the opposite way from the 3-hole hitter for the Eagles, and they're in business here in the first inning. It's kind of hard to tell off the bat where that ball was going. It looked like it was softly hit. It looked like Piper was going to make a play on it, but instead he looked up and watched it go off the wall, played it on a hop, got it in quickly. Peyton Witter will now swing it. A chance to put the first run on the board of the day for the Eagles. He will not do it here as it's a towering fly ball right behind second base. Mason Alcorn is there again, and both outs have been to him here in the first inning. A huge second out the Eagles would have hated to have wasted, but they'll hope that the brand new Eagle Isaac Gear would come in and put the Birds on the board. Lefty had himself a knock or 2 in game number 1. First pitch at the knees, taken for call, strike number 1. This is the thing with the Eagles, is they can get men on base. We saw it in the first game even. They just weren't able to be timely hitting enough. Yearwood fouls one off, now down 0-2. The lack of timely hitting came with a lack of scoring runs in game number 1. They had a few RBI spots, got multiple runners into scoring position. Unfortunately, just couldn't do anything with them. Pitching was pretty sound for the Athletics in game number 1, so there was no pass balls or wild pitches to try to take advantage of. The 0-2 to Yearwood, sharply hit on a line and right to Danny Isbell out and left, and that's the kind of bad luck that I'm talking about for the Eagles. Good contact the opposite way, just right on a line to where left fielder was standing. That is the third out of the first inning. The Eagles get a few more on, can't do anything with them. The Athletics will take their 2-0 lead into the second. Okay, there it goes. Sorry about that, guys. Had some more technical difficulties with the microphone, but it's a first pitch ground out over to first base. A really close play from Mason Alcorn. Peyton Waiter was just a hair quicker getting to the bag, a ground ball right to the first baseman. Stuck with it, and there's out number one in the second. DiBartolomeo coming up, the catcher taking his first at bat today. Braden Gore getting ahead of him 0-2. Gore started the first inning on a 1-2 note and then immediately gave up a leadoff home or a first inning home run to Grayson Wright in the 3 spot. As DiBartolomeo, another deep drive out to left, sending Gearwood back, and it's off the wall again. Another extra base hit for the Athletics. They just can't stop hitting doubles off the wall. And a 0-2 count, DiBartolomeo pulls one left center. Isaac Gearwood might have had a chance to be right at the wall, make a play on it, maybe a little jump, but it looked like he couldn't really see, might have lost it in the sun. And DiBartolomeo on second base safely. They just keep pouring it on. Only 2 runs in the first inning, but they had multiple extra base knocks. Looking to add to the party, it's Amari Lethgo, and he sends one high out to left. Isaac Gearwood can't find it. He loses it in the sun, and it's to the wall again. DiBartolomeo will round third. He'll look to score. Lethgo will be stopped at second base. It's an RBI double for Amari Lethgo. The Athletics now score at third. Tough few hits in a row to Isaac Gearwood, just losing a couple fly balls in the sun. If it's not so bright outside, the Athletics might have just gone 1, 2, 3 instead. There's only one out. Back-to-back runners on second. You'll see if Finn Piper can add to the party. He'll chop one to short instead. David Clark will throw over. There's out number 2. Lethgo goes second to third. Your score now sitting at 3-0. Braden Gore coming off a game where he gave up, I only want to say 1 run, going 7 innings. I believe that was against the Bobcats 2 weeks ago. And instead of replicating it here, unfortunately, he's just gotten hit around, and due to some unlucky situations, he's now surrendered 3 runs. Ty Soward swings at the first pitch, sharply on a line, and foul to the right side. Right fielder Brody Waller looked like he was tracking it down. Again, this awning for the first base dugout, I kind of lose vision of what happened, so I have to rely on the body language of everybody but the guy making the play. Soward is 0 for 1. Both him and the man on deck, Danny Isbell, were retired in order 1-2 in the first inning. 0-1, and he'll wear it off his outer shin, it looked like. Ball getting away from Gore. Soward just looks to be in a little bit of discomfort, kind of jumping around, favoring his right foot. And it looked like he wore it off his left shin a little bit. So that'll put another man on for the Athletics. Soward's kind of limping down to the first base. We'll probably take a second for him, make sure he has the power to run it out. Looking to add on to their already sizable lead, it's Danny Isbell. I know 3 runs might not be sizable, but any run or any amount of runs today in a lead is sizable. Popped up. Eagles look to be getting out of the inning. Drifting back is Hayden Griffith right behind second base, and he'll make the catch. That's out number 3 in the second. The Athletics get 1 more on a couple of extra base hits. The Eagles will take their second time swinging it. They trail by 3. The Eagles will turn to Bryce Cowell to get things going in their second inning, giving up another run in that very same inning, giving up 2 in the first, 1 in the second. They currently trail by 3. Isaiah White coming out as Kyle Scott's went out the deep center field, sending Sowards back, but he'll pluck it out of the air. There's out number 1. I don't think that is Ty Sowards, actually. We've had a little bit of movement. So it looks like with Sowards taking that ball off the shin, we'll see now Finn Piper in center. That will move Danny Isbell out to right. Grayson Wright goes out to left. Tyler Bennett staying at third as Cohen Beyblade watches strike 1. Mason Alcorn going from second to short. Amari Lethgo coming in from EH to second. So hopefully Sowards is all right. Looks like he had a hard time putting weight on that left leg. Beyblade already in a 0-2, hitting one sharply on the ground over to Bennett at third. He will throw over. Beyblade retired. 2 up, 2 down in the second quickly. Isaiah White continues his real fast and solid outing. 20 pitches, and he's getting 5 outs in the process. The lefty Lewis looking to avoid the 1-2-3 inning for the Birds. Behind Lewis will be Gavin Housewright and Dylan Stenstrom, 8, 9, and 10 currently. Gavin Housewright and Stenstrom not playing in game number 1. Nice breaking ball there from the righty. We've seen Whitehead pitch and hit real soundly this season. This marks his second game started. He had only started one other one. As Lewis sends one on a line out to deep right, standing Isbell ranging up. He tries to backpedal, and it's over his head. Andrew Lewis will take advantage of it, and he will be held up at second. It's an extra base hit, the first of the day for the Eagles. Or, excuse me, second of the day. There was one before. Danny Isbell looked like he had a hard time ranging for that one, was backpedaling as opposed to dropping his shoulder and turning and running on it. Had to make a jumping attempt for it heading backwards, and was just over his head regardless. We'll see what Gavin Housewright has in store in his first at-bat today. Isaiah White coming into today with a 1.75 ERA. In terms of strikeouts, he struck out 27, has only given up 8 walks. This is, of course, in 18 innings of work. Another good place ball in on Gavin Housewright. He has the third baseman down 0-2. Tons of fly balls here today. We've seen 3 come from the Athletics in terms of RBIs. Eagles, nothing for them yet. 0-2, no appeal down, no check. Housewright holds up. 1-2, the opposite way softly. That one will land in front of Isbell. Andrew Lewis will test the arm. He's rounding third, coming home. The throw cannot be fielded by DiBartolomeo. He loses it and it gets past him. Housewright will be on second, take a big turning off of the bag. And the Eagles, for the first time today, plate one. It is now 3-1. Had the throw from Isbell been a little bit more in line, it looked like Lewis would have been out by a mile. Instead, the Eagles finally catch a break. DiBartolomeo not able to field it cleanly. And the Eagles are on the board for the first time today. Housewright's first at-bat allows him to get on to scoring position and bring one home. Dylan Stenstrom will look to have the same luck in his first at-bat. Stenstrom marking the end of the first time through the lineup. Hayden Griffith will be on deck. He will get a chance to hit if Griffith can keep this inning alive. The 2-0 driven high out to right, standing Denny Isbell back on it. And it's gone! Dylan Stenstrom, a 2-run home run! Didn't think that one had a chance, but it sailed over the right field wall. The Eagles battling in the back third of their lineup, and they tie things up. It's 3-3. We got a brand new ball game. Stenstrom's first home run of the season coming in a game where the Eagles are facing elimination. And the lefty sends a towering fly ball over the right field wall. I will warn Malmean and talk to Isaiah Whited, but Dylan Stenstrom, have yourself the biggest swing of the day for the Birds. All right, back here in the second. 2 runs or 3 runs across for the Birds in the inning. Hayden Griffith will swing at the first pitch, and he'll be lined out to right center. That one will get down. A couple of hits in a row for the Eagles, and they mean business, not going down without a fight here in game number 2. Granted, it is still early, but they need all the early momentum they can get. Andrew Lewis, Gavin Housewright, Dylan Stenstrom, and Hayden Griffith all taking part in this 3-run inning. We are tied up at 3. See if David Clark can keep it alive. I don't think I've seen Dylan Stenstrom hit a ball that hard all season, and then he just pulls it out of him. Rocketing fly ball over the right field wall and tying things up at 3. I have to love that for the lefty. Check over on Griffith again. So we'll see a little bit of motion heading down the bullpen for the Athletics now. I want to say that's Lucas Duncan heading out there. We'll see if that's actually him or not if he comes in. Second pitch, runner goes. A sky out to center goes David Clark. He's retired for out number 3, but not before the Eagles score 3 runs of their own and tie things up. It's a brand new ball game as we head into the 3rd. 3-3 your score as we head into the third inning. Braden Gore, the lefty, coming back out. He'll face 3, 4, and 5. Grayson Wright, Will Dickens, and Tyler Bennett. Grayson Wright coming off a solo shot in his first time up. He'll look to replicate it or at least get things going. First pitch breaking ball from Gore doesn't get a swing, but it's called strike number 1. A Dylan Stenstrom 2-run home run tied things up. The back half of the lineup for the Eagles carrying them in the second inning. Wright swinging a miss, and he's down 0-2. His home run, like Tyler Bennett's in the first game, just barely getting out. The 0-2 to Grayson Wright. Swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Grayson Wright retired on 3 pitches. Good pick out, or good pickup of a strikeout to start the inning for Braden Gore. He'll face a fellow lefty, Will Dickens. Dickens is also 1 for 1. An extra base hit for him in his first time up. A little spew of extra base hits for the Athletics here in this one. 1-1. Scouring fly ball out to right. Brody Wall looking up, and it's gone. Will Dickens goes gone. He gives the lead back to the Athletics. The Eagles tied things up for maybe an out, and Will Dickens gets his team back out in front. Your score now 4-3. Looks like we're in the middle of an all-out slugfest called a shootout in each team's last at-bat. A couple of home runs already in the game. I believe that is home run number 3 for each team combined. It's a solo shot for Will Dickens, the Athletics, back out in front. Tyler Bennett for the Athletics will come in. He's 1 for 1. The meat of the lineup for the Athletics doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Another fly ball out to left, this time much shallower. Yearwood coming in. He sees this one. He'll make the catch for out number 2. See how Carson Lane will follow things up. Carson Lane will come in with the bases empty and 2 gone. Braden Gore, a strikeout and a flyout, 2 outs for him here in the inning. Looking for out number 3. The 1-2. Skied up again. It'll be a couple of pop outs if David Clark can find it. Looking for it in the sun. He'll make the catch out number 3. So a 1-2-3-4 inning. The Athletics go back out in front. Your scores we head into the bottom of the third, 4-3. A spew of home runs for each team brings us into the bottom of the third inning. The Athletics, a 2-run home run to tie it. The Athletics immediately answer with a solo shot to put themselves back out in front. We'll get a matchup here between Brody Waller and Isaiah Whited. First pitch taken for called strike number 1. Brody Waller 1 for 2. Or 1 for 1, excuse me. This is his second at bat. Big swing and a miss from Waller. He's down 0 quickly to 0-2. Looks like the original defense back to normal. Ty Soward's back out in center. Looks like he might be okay after all. 0-2 to Waller. Squibber down the right field line. Just foul. Whitehead's 0-2 is popped up right side. Finn Piper coming in on it. He's on his horse and it's just going to bloop right in front of him. Couldn't tell if he just couldn't find it or if it was just diving down too quickly. But Brody Waller aboard to start the third. Peyton Witter will look for a big swing for himself. He's 0 for 1. Tying run already on base. Behind Peyton Witter is Isaac Yearwood. Behind him, Bryce Cowell. The Eagles looking to go back out in front, or at least draw things up again. Another fly ball over the right side. This time just way foul. So you have to think we're in store for quite a good amount of runs. Already 7 across, and the third inning isn't even complete yet. Witter calling timeout. But for the first one being, essentially a pitcher's duel, it's good to see some offense going here in the second game. The 2-1 to Witter, chopped over to second. Alcorn will not look to second. He'll go to 1. Taking the for sure out. There's out number 1. Brody Waller goes first to second. Isaac Yearwood in an RBI spot. Isaac Yearwood 0 for 1 in game number 2. First pitch softly hit up the middle. He'll have to beat it out for the throw from Alcorn. And he will beat it out. Alcorn couldn't get it out of his glove in time. Brody Waller, of course, going second to third. He was never going to be put out. There are 2 runners on. A couple of soft hits for the Eagles to start the third inning. And they mean business. They'll see if the former Bobcat Bryce Cowell can tie things up. Cal catching a majority of the season for the Bobcats. He was an EH here and there. Eagles hoping for some more offensive action in the third. Already 2 men on, only 1 gone. Second pitch to Cowell, chopped just foul the third base bag. 1 to Bryce Cal is taken for called strike 2. DiBartolomeo pump fakes the throw down to second, trying to bait Waller off at third. It doesn't work. Cal now to 1-2, but that will advance Isaac Yearwood over to second. Runners on second and third, 1 and 2, with 1 gone. That, at the very least, that will eliminate the double play situation. Almost called strike 3, just off the plate. Two. Great eye from Bryce Cowell, taking multiple pitches just in and off. Full count pitch coming. The base is open over on first. A 1-out payoff pitch to Cowell is skied center field. Looks like Sowers is going to have no issue with this one. Tacking from third will be Brody Waller. The throw on line. Oh, what a throw from Ty Sowers from center field, doubling up the runner and saving a run off the board for the Eagles. What a great double play. Call it an 8-2, and there's 2 outs. The last 2 outs in the third. The 4th inning will be underway. The Athletics hang on their lead by a matter of a second. Your score 4-3. A great double play from the Athletics will bring us into the 4th inning at a 4-3 score. The Eagles, a matter of a foot away from tying things up. Instead, they still trail by 1. We'll see if Mason Alcorn can get the inning going for the Athletics. They will look to build off their 1-run lead. The Eagles hanging in there. They are for sure fighting. Putting up much more of a fight in this one than the game before it. Alcorn's 0 for 1. It'll be Mason Alcorn, followed up by DiBartolomeo, Amari Lethgo, and Finn Piper to finish the lineup. A high-scoring affair, 7 total runs, bunch of RBIs, good hit so far. 1-2 to Alcorn, swung on and missed. Braden Gore will start the 4th inning with a punch-out. So that'll bring up DiBartolomeo. Gavin's 1 for 1. The catcher making his first start of the day. Line one over to the left side. It is through the gap. Neither House, Wright, or Clark can make a play on it. Second pitch swinging for the catcher, and he's on base safely. An immediate pinch runner for him. Looks like it'll be Isaiah Whited or Finn Piper. Can't tell who that is heading out there. It is not Finn Piper. Finn Piper will be taking a swing here in a second. It is Cope, the pinch runner. Amari Lethko will come up. He doubled in his last at-bat, took advantage of Isaiah Gearwood losing a couple of fly balls out there and left. Lethko starting the game before this, the first game of the afternoon, going 5 innings of shutout baseball, getting the start at extra hitter in here game 2. 2-0, spiked in the ground and foul. Braden Gore, after giving up multiple runs and multiple innings, is really dialing in here in his last couple outs. Attacking the strikes on here early, got Mason Alcorn down swinging. Now even with Lethko 2-2. We'll check over on Cope. He's back safely. Cope goes. The 2-2 misses. The throw down. Oh, what a throw from Cohen Beyblade. Erases Cope stealing. Great throw from the catcher. The defenses on both sides today having themselves a performance. We will now see a full count pitch coming to Amari Lethko. Braden Gore looking to strike out the side. Payoff. Squilber just foul. Another payoff misses. Amari Lethko works a deep count, but he'll win the battle. It's a 2-out full count walk for Amari. And the inning will stay alive for the Athletics. It will send up a 10-hole hitter, Finn Piper. Piper, the 1-0, skied into center field. Stencham running it down, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. The Eagles doing much better work defensively. We're halfway home. It's a 4-3 lead for the Athletics. We'll have the back half when we come back. That'll be the end of the day for Isaiah Whitehead. It will be a new pitcher coming on, Jacob Canfield. He'll have to protect a 1-run lead. Cohen Beyblade drilling a ball into his own dugout. Watch out. Hopefully everybody is okay. That was kind of scary. Beyblade 0 for 1. The Eagles having recent success with their bats in the last few innings. Getting a few men on in the third, not doing much. They tied things up at 3 in the second inning. A good battle between these two teams. The Eagles still on the brink of elimination. 1-1 from Beyblade up the middle. A leadoff knock for the catcher. Beyblade having himself a solid 4th inning. Throws out a runner in the top of the 4th. Starts his at-bat in the same inning with a base hit up the middle. Andrew Lewis will get a chance with one on and nobody out. Breaking ball from Canfield hits. It's 0-1. Behind Lewis will be Gavin Housewright and then Dylan Stenstrom. This part of the lineup responsible for all 3 runs. Lewis the opposite way, fouled up out of play. Also a pinch runner coming on for Beyblade. It looks like Isaac Croy will be running for him. Lewis looking to keep passing the bat along. A check over on Croy. He's back. Big swing from a lefty. You can tell he wants to swing for the downs. Making just a little bit of contact enough to stay alive. 1 home run for Lewis on the season. He's definitely looking to do damage with that swing. He'll look to shorten it up a little bit. Canfield looking for out number 1. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Breaking ball on Andrew Lewis. He picks up out number 1 in the 4th. Good work from Canfield out of the pen. I believe Canfield was also a Bobcat. So another player the Athletics picked up. Housewright's 1 for 1, had a double of the opposite way. He got on base when Dylan Stenstrom came around and drove him in. Gets a half swing, but we've seen that a good amount of times from Housewright. Only 1 run separating the 2 scoreboards. Isaac Croy leading off of first. A check over on him as we're talking about him. The Athletics doing their research. They know what Eagles are jumpy, and Isaac Croy is definitely one of them. Another check over on him. Oh, that one was close. Athletics doing a real good job of keeping the runners at bay. Stellar defense is what wins you the games. Fastball running a little high and tight on Housewright. Heard some oohs and ahs, believe, from the dugout. Housewright chops one over to third. That is now Joey Sulish coming in on at third base, and he will let it go foul. So Bennett out, Sulish in, it looks like. Lethgo back over at second. Piper still in right, Sauer still in center. I want to say Isbell's out and left. Can't see out that far. Housewright sitting at a 1-2 versus Camfield. Ooh, just missing. Looking for a strikeout number 2. Fresh out of the pen. Croy still has not moved off of first. The 2-2. This time he goes. DiBartolomeo. It's in and out of his glove. Might have had a chance. Croy got a late jump. Instead, he's in there safely. Housewright also battling into a full count. One out, payoff pitch coming. Swung on and missed. Housewright down swinging. A huge strikeout picked up from Camfield. Aiming to desperately strand the runner on behind him. 2 gone. Towering home run in his last at-bat, Dylan Stincham in another spot to potentially tie or give his team the lead. The 10-hole hitter due up before Hayden Griffith would be on deck. Stincham falling behind quickly 0-2. Camfield making a bid for 3 punch-outs. Doing a good job keeping Croy at bay. He's definitely saved him at least a bag. Camfield's 0-2. Sent over to the left side. Sulich, a diving play from his knees to throw over. What a play from Joey Sulich. Dylan Stincham out at first. Great play from the third baseman, and he robs Stincham of an infield hit. That'll be it for the 4th inning. The Athletics keep their 1-run lead intact on a couple of close plays. We're on to the 5th. Fifth inning ready. Braden Gore coming out for it. A little bit of defensive changes as Ty Sowers takes another swing. Alex Trimble in for Isbell. There's a foul ball. And Joey Sulich in for Mason Alcorn. Sowers going down quickly 0-2. The game has kind of steadied a little bit, not so much offense. It's kind of been back to a little pitcher's duel. Gore's 0-2 breaking ball misses high and away. This game feels much more neck and neck now that's kind of steadied. Gore, a big part of it. The 1-2 to Sowards. Inside out swing, foul ball. Ty Sowards, Alex Trimble, and Grayson Wright will all swing it. They still look to build off their 1-run lead. The 1-2 to Trimble hits his back foot, it looks like. So that is now the second time, or excuse me, Sowards. That is now the second time Ty Sowards has been hit. I don't believe it. It was on the same leg. It was like the first time was on the left shin. That one was off his back foot, so his right foot. And he is just a magnet for pitches coming off of Braden Gore's hand. Trimble taking his first swings. He started in the first game. Sowards goes. Cohen Beyblade's throw. A little offline and a little late. I guess Sowards didn't get hurt too bad. If the first pitch thrown in the next hitter, he was off like a jet. Trimble squares to bunt. Fouls it off behind the plate. Squares to bunt again. Breaking ball slips out of the hand of Gore. Almost hits Trimble. Corner infielders crashing. Another bunt popped up. Braden Gore, nice sliding catch down to his knees to make the play. Good PFPs coming off the mound for the pitcher. And he gets an out and keeps the runner at second base in the process. Grayson Wright, 1 for 2. He squares to bunt. Almost picked off of second base is Ty Sowards. Cohen Babley, a strong throw behind the dish. Just with it being so far out, it's giving the runner Ty Sowards a chance to get back there safely. A little small ball being played from the Athletics. A bunch of bunts. No bunt there. The runner goes. The throw over the head of Housewright. Ty Sowards will go second to home on the overthrow. The Athletics extend their lead to 2. It's now 5-3. Unfortunate result for Beyblade, who had a caught stealing just an inning ago and now surrendering a run due to a error on the catcher. The Eagles needing to be perfect in all aspects of the game, currently trailing by 2. There is still time, but they want to limit the damage throughout the game. Three 1 misses. Grayson Wright works a 3-1 1-out walk. He will get aboard, and Will Dickens, a solo shot his last time up, will get another chance to swing it, this time with a runner on. First pitch swing from Dickens over to second. Hayden Griffith will field it. He'll look to second, but he'll just go to one. Had no real chance of turning two on it. Dickens retired for the first time today. He was 2 for 2 coming in. Another guy who's been on fire today, it's Tyler Bennett. A home run and extra base hit, multiple RBIs for Bennett. Can't slow this kid down. His first day on a new team, and he sure is fitting in well. Grayson Wright getting jumpy off of second. The Athletics plating one here in the fifth. Second pitch to Bennett on a line over to short. David Clark will play it off one hop. The throw over. Good recovery from the defense. They only allow one, and they keep their deficit to 2. We're through 4.5. We'll be into the bottom of the fifth when we come back. Your score 5-3. A 2-run ball game as the leadoff hitter Hayden Griffith coming up. Just the man the Eagles want up at the plate, and just exactly the part of the order they want up. It's 1, 2, and 3. Hayden Griffith, David Clark, and Brody Waller. Griffith is 2 for 2. Looking to keep his team in it. They trail by 2 runs. Couple of nice pitches from Canfield coming back out. Looking for the put-away pitch. 0-2 in the dirt. More defensive moves. Tyler Bennett back into third. Switch over to second. Looks like it's Alex Trimble now in left instead of Danny Isbell. Griffith will call timeout. 9 outs left to work with. The Eagles will go down by 2 and try to claw their way back. Haven't scored any since the Dylan Stenstrom home run, but have got multiple men on base. It's always about timely hitting with the Birds. And you have to think that's what they're needing to hone in on right now. Their season hangs in jeopardy. 2-2 to Griffith. Popped up on the infield, or maybe just behind it. Grayson Wright looking for it in the sun. He'll make the catch just behind the bag. There's out number 1. Grayson Wright retired. Hayden Griffith for the first time today. Clark on the opposite spectrum, he's 0 for 2. Some big swings, towering fly balls, just nothing getting out of the infield, nothing falling for Clark. The Eagles are being more patient at the plate, taking maybe more decisive swings, not being so aggressive, just not seeing results out of it yet. Check down, doesn't go. Hamfield's 2-1 breaking ball. High drive out to left field. Clark has tied the game. We're tied back up at 4. Oh, it's not tied actually. It's 5-4. Excuse me, but a solo shot to the Eagles. Forgot that that's so embarrassing. I do apologize. It's now 5-4, but a solo shot for David Clark, his first of the season, I believe. Big moment needed for the Birds. Brody Waller will look to follow it up, and that's kind of what I mean from David Clark and his ability to be patient, unloads on a ball out to straightaway left. I lost track of how many home runs there have been today. Brody Waller is 2 for 2. So Griffith, who is 2 for 2, got out. Clark, who was 0 for 2, homered. And now Waller, who's 2 for 2, will look to not keep that pattern going. Nice pitch on the inner part from Camfield. A big pitch coming here to Brody Waller. And he wins the battle. He'll stay 2 for 2, but he will be awarded first base. Coming up, trying to do more damage is Peyton Witter. We'll get a mound meeting. Really unfortunate call I can't stop thinking about. I really thought I was about to call a game-tying home run. And instead, it is a solo shot from David Clark. I am still thinking about that moment, so I do apologize for that rough broadcast call. I don't know the scorer, and I forgot to look down. But we'll see Charlie Lofton come in. He'll look to hold on to the 1-run lead now, the tying run on base. Peyton Witter will come on. He'll see Charlie Lofton. Lofton replacing Jacob Camfield. He'll inherit a runner on first and one out. First pitch swinging from Witter, a line drive out to left, sending Trimble back. He'll put his glove up over the mini wall and take a potential two-run home run away from Peyton Witter. So that'll be out number 2 in the 5th. A first pitch fly out off the arm of Charlie Lofton. Already one run across in the inning. The Eagles deficit down back to 1. Isaac Greenwood will come on, trying to advance Birdie Wallers as a check over on him. Another close pitch, or a close check on him. We're seeing tons of those from Charlie Lofton, as we always do. Starts Greenwood with a strike at the knees. Lofton's 0-2, just missing a little out. Isaac Greenwood will be followed up by his former teammate Bryce Cowell. Lofton's 1-2, chopped way over to the left side of the bag. That pitch was up at Greenwood's neck, it looked like. Looked like more like a tomahawk than a baseball swing, but he's doing what he's got to do to stay alive. We've all been there before. Every ball player has chopped at one, maybe a little too high up out of the zone, at least once in their life. And if you say you haven't, then I hate to break it to you, but you're lying. Another 1-2 to Lofton, or from Lofton. This time it's over the head of Yearwood. Two, chopped over to second. Sulish will come in. Won't tag the runner. He'll just go to first. So Yearwood retired. The Eagles get one back on the solo shot from David Clark. We'll head into the 6th. It's a 5-4 game. Braden Gore coming out for his 6th inning. He'll see Jack Fennell to start the frame. Braden Gore would mark his, I want to say, third or fourth outing of the season, going 6 innings or more. Jack Fennell taking DH swings for Carson Lane, so Lane out, Fennell in. With that being said, it will be Fennell, Joey Sulish, and DiBartolomeo. Lefty's 3-1. Comebacker right back to the mound. Plenty of time to set his feet and throw over, and he will. Fennell retired his first at-bat in Game 2. Sulish will rip it. His team looking to build off a 1-run lead. The Eagles clawing back every inning. Unfortunately, they're just one step behind the Athletics, seemingly for the majority, if not the entirety, of game number 2. Not only is Braden Gore working deep into the game, he's working efficiently. That right there is only his 77th pitch of his outing. Both starting pitchers for the Eagles today have just been so conservative with their pitches. They're doing what they need to do. Granted, both of them have given up 5 runs. We saw Kingston pitch 6, give up 5. Now we're seeing Gore pitch 5 in the third and give up 5. Nice breaking ball from Gore, catching the corner, 2-2. But they're battling back. They're not letting the bad innings get away from them. It's just 1 or 2 unfortunate pitches at a time. And while it does add up over the course of the game, the majority of these pitches from both Gore and Kingston have been real solid. 2-2 down the line, out of play. Two, a chopper over the left side. Clark's been busy. Nice throw over in time. David Clark fielding 1,000 in the field today. A bunch of nice plays from the defensive captain, they call the shortstop. And there's 2 gone here in the 6th. Well, they call the shortstop that, and they call the catcher that. I think it's more of a preference of who you lean towards. Because the catcher is like the quarterback of the infield, but the shortstop's pretty important too. Strike number 1 in on DiBartolomeo. Gavin's 2 for 2. He looked to go 3 for 3. About 1,000. The 0-1 lined on a line over to left, and it'll go just fair down to the wall. DiBartolomeo, his 3rd hit of the day, looking to make an extra bases, and he will. A 3-hit ball game for Gavin DiBartolomeo. It's a 2-out double down the line. I lost it because of the awning down the line, but the home plate umpire called it fair, and we'll get an immediate pinch runner for the catcher. Should be Evan Cope heading back out there. Lefko's 1 for 1 officially. He's in an RBI spot with 2 gone. First pitch swinging on the ground over third. A nice diving play from Housewright. The throw from his knees. Not in time. Lefko just beating it out. Making a play or making a bid for a SportsCenter top 10 play of the evening. And instead of a fancy highlight, it's a throw that Lethgo just beat out. Now we'll see the lefty Finn Piper. Finn's over 2, still looking for his first hit. The opposite way, Gavin Housewright will have another chance, but he won't field it cleanly. There's no throw. Cope comes home to score. The Athletics answer immediately with one more run of their own. Lineup turning over back to Ty Sowers. The Athletics lead back up to 2. The Eagles just a step behind in every sense of the fashion. Every sense of the word. That's not a saying. Sowers, hard hit over to Housewright again. The backhand. This time he'll just touch the bag safely. So that'll be out number 3. The Athletics get one more. Their lead back up to 2. Bottom of the 6th. Troy Lofton will face Bryce Cowell. First pitch swinging from Cowell. A foul tip into the glove of DiBartolomeo. He's down 0-1. The Eagles trail by 2. They have 6 outs or 2 innings left to play with. Their season hangs in the air. Right side, out of play. Cal down quickly 0-2. I'm seeing a whole bunch of Bobcats. The BCA Bobcats come on for the Bears and Copperheads who are queued up to play next. A good handful of them must have been picked up. That's maybe now 5 or 6 I've seen, including the ones between the Athletics and the Eagles. Bryce Cal at the play, he's one of them. Lofton's 0-2, just missing down. Lucas Duncan, I believe, is getting hot again in the pen for the Athletics. 1-2, there it is. Called strike 3. Bryce Cal down looking, and that's how the bottom of the 6th starts. Owen Beyblade's 1 for 2. Behind Beyblade will be Andrew Lewis, Gavin Housewright, and then, of course, Dylan Stenstrom. Metcalf of the lineup having themselves a day. Popped up in the air coming into Sowards. He'll make the catch out number 2. Howell and Bailey retired quickly. Andrew Lewis needing to get a 2-out rally going. The Eagles have 4 outs left to play with, and they trail by 2. Andrew Lewis is over 2. Three-one to Andrew Lewis. Taking some couple close ones off the corner from Lofton. If he can get on, it would bring the tying run to the plate. Gavin Housewright has been swinging it like he wants to swing for the downs, and so has Andrew Lewis, really. Both of these men trying to do something for their teams. 3-1, just clipping the corner. It'll move the count full. A big pitch here coming. Two-out payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Huge strikeout for Charlie Lofton. He will sit Andrew Lewis down swinging. We're on to the 7th. Last inning of the season potentially for the Eagles. They have to hold the Athletics and then score 3. Braden Gore will look to go the distance. A full 7 innings potentially for the lefty. Would mark back-to-back starts where he does so. And then, of course, the only 2 starts all season where anybody has done so. Immediately, Alex Tremble gets hit with a pitch. Checking over on Tremble. I didn't see where it hit him. It looked like it hit him in the back, but He might have turned kind of awkwardly, and it looks like he's checking on his hand or something. I can't really see my vision being blocked from the home plate umpire. Well, he'll trot down to first, so hopefully Tremple's all right for the time being. Wright's 1 for 2. He'll see Braden Gore again, looking to add on some more for the Athletics, and he will do just that. It's a 2-run home run for Grayson Wright. He plays 2 more, and the real nail in the coffin for the Eagles comes by way of a Grayson Wright home run. He extends the Athletics lead to 4. It's now 8-4 Athletics. Unfortunate moment for Braden Gore, and it looks like we will get a pitching change for him. Oh, so close to back-to-back 7 innings. We'll see if this will be it for him, and it will. The handshake confirms it. Braden Gore, you shoved multiple times this season. It was a pleasure watching you. If you know Braden Gore, shake his hand for me. Mason Ward will come on. I'll be back. It's basically a fresh inning for Mason Ward. He will come on. Nobody out, nobody on. His team trailing by 4. It's Will Dickens. Dickens is already homer today. He's 2 for 3. The Athletics will look to keep piling on more. Grayson Wright, a 2-run home run. Big swing and a miss from Dickens at a pitch outside. The Eagles' season now looking bleak, losing game 1, and now in danger of losing game 2. They'll need a miracle to pull it off in the top or the bottom of the 7th. Good work from Dickens, going down 0-2, battling back to a full count. The payoff pitch just up at the letters, and it misses the zone. Mason Ward starts his day out of the pen with a walk. He's going to have to face a couple tough batters in a row. Dickens, Bennett, and Jack Fennell all due up. I don't think Fennell will hit. It looks like Isaiah Whited will stand in after. Tyler Bennett, who's been a key part of this team today, will get one more swing in the top of the 7th. Another line drive out to left off the arm of Warden. It'll get down right in front of the wall. It's one hopper. Will Diggins gets held up at second. No, he goes. The throw from Griffith will not be in time, or will not be made at all, rather. It's a single for Tyler Bennett. The Athletics keep pouring it on. Their final at bat against the Eagles this season, and they really want to put an exclamation mark to end the Bird season. Isaiah Whited first pitch to him in. No throw from Beyblade. A stolen bag for Tyler Bennett. Runners in scoring position. Whited battling at a 2-1. A hard line drive down the line. Just foul. Would have gotten to the wall. Could have played a 2. And he just snapped his bat. I believe it was broken on the swing. So a frustration there. His at-bat's not over yet. He'll have to straighten it out. Infield coming in, trying to protect any more runs from scoring. The 2-2 to Whited up and in, so that I'll move it to a full count. Infield will stay in. Desperately trying to keep their season alive. They'll need to hold both runners on base. The 3-2. Called strike 3. Isaiah Whited down looking on a very close pitch from Mason Ward. Whited will return to the dugout. We'll see Joe Sulish. Infield not moving. Toes on the grass. Mason Ward is the type of pitcher where he's not going to blow you away with his speed, but his off speed's been, devastating at times when it's on. When it's on, it's on. The 0-1, broken bat, soft blooper, and that one will get down in front of left field. Infield playing in, outfield playing back. 2 runs will score. Sulish will head into second. It's a bloop double that maybe goes 10 feet out of the outfield, and it scores 2 more. The Athletics want this one. It's now 10-4. Had the defense been shifted upright, David Clark most likely would have had no trouble making a play on it. Instead, it's way over his head, and the left fielder Yearwood not even close to it. DiBartolomeo is 3 for 3. He'll look to have a 4-hit game. I don't know if we've seen that yet this summer. Can't tell you for sure if we had a 4-hit game. I don't want to say we have. I want to say we haven't. But he's bidding for one here on a line. Coming into Stencham. He'll make the catch. DiBartolomeo will end the day 3 for 4. Not a bad day for the catcher. Lethgo, the last chance for more run support. Athletics plating 4 here. Popping up, the first pitch is Amari, sending Stencham and Yearwood back. Isaac Yearwood will make the catch in front of the wall. It's out number 3. Eagles have a tall tree to climb. They're down 6. 3 outs to work with. For all the marbles, their season hangs in the air. The Eagles need 6 runs to tie things, 7 to win it. We've seen crazier things happen. But it will be up to Lucas Duncan to try and prevent said thing from happening. He will face Gavin Housewright, Dylan Stencham, Hayden Griffith, 9, 10, and 1. The Athletics 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the championship game. A real back and forth game, a real competitive game up until the top of the 7th when the Athletics went ahead and played 4 runs, 2 of them coming on a home run, the other 2 by other means. They are 3 outs away. The only men in front of them are Gavin Housewright, Dylan Stencham, and Hayden Griffith. Lucas Duncan is on the mound. He'll need to dial it in. He's struggled with accuracy across a couple outings. As of late, he's dialed it back in, found the zone. This game just about the 2-hour mark, so not as fast as the game before this, but not super slow either. First up, Housewright. He's 1 for 2. First pitch swinging on a line. Joe Sulis, the diving play coming in from second base. That right there summarizes the entire game for the Athletics. And also for the Eagles. The Athletics just firing on all cylinders. The Athletics just not able to catch a break. Great play from Sulis. 2 more for the Athletics. First pitch to Stencham finds home. 0-1. Stencham's 1 for 2. Did have that big fly back in, I believe, the second inning. Not much offense since. That one off the shin of Stencham. So a 1-out base runner will bring up Hayden Griffith. Lineup turning over. Top part of the lineup will look to take their final swings of the season. It hopes for it to be their not final swings of the season. First pitch breaking ball over the head of Griffith. He'll get out of the way. I appreciate the viewership throughout the course of this game. It's peaked as high as, I believe, the highest amount of viewers we've had all season. So I'm glad the Athletics and Eagles family could tune in for the doubleheader today between the two teams. Duncan looking over on first for Stencham. He'll fire his 2-1. That'll just miss. Griffith in a good count. The leadoff man's 2 for 3. There's a ball outside of the zone away from getting on base 3 times here in this one. Three-one fastball fouled way out of play. Big payoff pitch coming here. The 3-2 to Griffith. Curveball just missing up. A 1-out hit by pitch followed up by a 1-out walk puts 2 runners on base. David Clark coming back up. He homered in his last at-bat. He would love another big fly now. This one will be good for 3. First pitch to Clark catching the zone, 0-1. Viewership kind of dying down a little bit now that I say that, but just because it's a 6-run lead doesn't mean the game is over yet. I have learned that one the hard way. I've gone to bed during many blowouts and woken up and the score was crooked the other way, so you never know. Clark needing either a big swing here or just keeping the game going. Has 2 outs to play with. Duncan's 0-2, back up the middle. Good pick from Duncan. Kind of mishandled the ball a little bit, so 1 is all he'll get. He'll go to first. Both runners advance a bag. The Eagles season down to its last out. Brody Waller's 2 for 2. He'll to keep this game going. Stencham on third. Griffith on second. Waller moving even now at a 1-1. Lucas Duncan coming out of the pen, making his 6th appearance, trying to send his team to the championship. He needs 1 more out. On deck is the Copperheads and the Bears, so if you're a league fan, stick around. There's 1 more game after this. 2-1 just off the plate. Cops and the Bears will play at 7:30 today, then at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And then the winner of that will face the winner of this game currently. 3-1 to Waller. Misses outside. A great at-bat from Brody Waller, taking multiple close pitches. The bases will now be loaded with 2 outs. A big moment here for Peyton Witter. 1 big swing would put him back in striking distance. A 2-out rally could be underway. First pitch, breaking ball backs him up. On deck is Isaac Yearwood. Peyton Witter just trying to pass the bat. Another breaking ball misses. Lucas Duncan struggling with location here. All 3 runners on base getting there via the walk or a hit by pitch. Peyton Witter's 0 for 3, still looking to get on base for the first time today. This would be a huge spot to do it. Three straight misses to Witter. Duncan in danger of walking in a run. He only needs 1 more out. His 3-0 outside. Peyton Witter, a 4-pitch walk. This game not over yet. It will warrant a mound meeting. It is now a 5-run game. And now the man who put on the red for the very first time today, Isaac Yearwood, up at the plate. Isaac Yearwood and Bryce Cowell fighting to keep a team that knocked them out of the playoffs alive. The Bobcats and the Bears went at it, I believe, the second to last week of the regular season, and whoever won that series between them would have the tiebreaker. And, of course, the Bears would tie the Bobcats in the first game, but then go on to beat the Cats in the second game. And now it's funny that two men on the losing side of that equation, Yearwood and Cowell, are up at the plate. Granted, they understand it's just summer ball. I don't think they're taking too much pity against them or holding a grudge or whatever. So they'll definitely go in looking to win the game for their new squad. And I love how the viewership just soared back up. I guess someone told everybody that, hey, look, game's not over yet. Isaac Yearwood's 1 for 3. He'll face Lucas Duncan. Duncan only needing one more out. First pitch ball. Seven straight balls out of the zone from Duncan. 1-0, chopped up the middle. Sulish coming in. He will field it cleanly, touch the bag, and that is the ball game. The Athletics hold the Eagles bases loaded, third out of the inning. And that will be the end of the Eagles season. The Athletics win, and they are on to the championship. A great few games, or a great 2 games between these two teams. Real competitive baseball being held across the diamond entirely. Unfortunately for the Eagles, it just did not go their way. And the Athletics win this one 10-5. So if you're an Athletics fan, because y'all won 2-0, y'all's next game will be Wednesday at 5 p.m. If you're an Eagles fan. Oh, there's me again. Hold on, guys. Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. Nope, hold on. I was trying to fix the cameras that way I can talk. All right, and we're back. If you're an Eagles fan, thank you so much for tuning in this season. I had a lot of fun, a lot of good times, a lot of good calls calling the Birds games this season. If you're a fan of the league or me, maybe stick around. There will be a few more games. I know y'all's team just lost in unfortunate fashion, but season's not over yet for the SMCL. But if this is it for you, I appreciate everybody watching for the Eagles. I'm glad that I could put on a broadcast for y'all, and I hope that everybody enjoyed it. If you're an Athletics fan, I will see you back here 5 o'clock on Wednesday for the championship game. If this is it for you, Eagles fans, it was a great summer. I had a lot of fun. My name is Hunter Mancuso.